Welcome to the podcast, Claim Your Excellent Life, with your host, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck, where she helps professional women learn how to be happy. Suzanne will teach you how to do this through building high self-esteem, relaxation and calm, and good, healthy relationships. Tune in every week as Suzanne shares effective strategies to help you claim your excellent life with happiness techniques, self-esteem building exercises, relationship tips, and relaxation information. Make sure to head over to dawningvisions.com to subscribe to the newsletter to receive your keys to happiness, as well as other useful free gifts for you.
In this episode of Claim Your Excellent Life, we are going to talk about fulfillment. You know, these days when we look at the news, it can be rather depressing. Everywhere you look, there's issues, problems, things that seem to be out of our control, out of our hands. And yet, the one thing that I've realized in my life is that with money, without money, it didn't really matter a whole lot. All that mattered was that I had those moments when I was engaged in something that I was actually truly curious about, or something that truly mattered to me. Recently, I've started on this project with my partner, on Kim Fan, who actually is a chemist out in California, who's doing amazing work with skincare and clearing up people's microbiomes. That would be the gut. And another partner of mine over in France, actually maybe two partners now, to work with kids who have terminal cancer and what we can do to help them without causing more harm to their bodies and their minds in the process. And in this evolution of the last few days, actually, I've done a lot of reading about different ways that people have gone about clearing cancer out of people's bodies. There's tons and tons and tons of research on it, all different ways. But it comes down to understanding that we are really healing creatures. We're self-healing creatures, really. And if we have the right nutrition, if we have the right mindset, if we clear out the negative emotions that are causing the ill health, which is felt emotionally and physically, both. You know, Dr. Hammer back in the 50s had done a lot of research and realized that tumors in the body are actually placed based on the type of emotional traumas that people had been going through. His research proved it out over years and years. I think he did like 35,000 cases. And it all started because he had a son who died of cancer, and he got testicular cancer. And he wanted to know why that happened. And even though in the annals of medical science, people didn't have a whole lot of positive things to say about what he had learned through all of his research, I have to say that I do believe that the tumors that I had in my body, I had fibroids, and I also had a meningioma brain tumor, which is not cancerous, thank God, really had a lot to do with trying events to do with my marriage going south after 20 plus years, and dealing with a lot of issues with my mother, who was getting between me and the ex. She didn't really manage to turn him off of me by her commentaries, because he understood that she had a lot of emotional issues. However, these were some pretty trying times, and 3 years later, the brain tumor was actually located. Very interesting. In any case, I get into this because there's few things that are more fulfilling to me than my work. And the fulfillment comes from when you are interacting with people who are going through such difficult times, and they just are so stuck, and their families are just so stuck, and they don't know how to help. And they just want their kids to be happy and healthy, or maybe for the adult, they just want to not have to have this pain anymore, this physical pain or this emotional pain, or maybe both kinds of pain. And the doctors haven't been able to help them. And lo and behold, we go through the process, and all of a sudden, I have a guy who's no longer pre-diabetic after losing 15 pounds just doing daily exercise and eating a whole lot better. And I have a kid who's no longer getting into fights because he has some self-esteem and doesn't want to be in trouble anymore and actually wants to do better in school. Go figure. Things change as long as you have clients who truly want to change the way they're living and have some peace inside and contentment. It's wonderful. So I want you to think about what truly matters in your life. Because I know a lot of people who really think that the more money they have, the better off, more secure they are, until they get laid off of their jobs. And that's happened to several people that I know. And it's never a fun thing. In fact, one of my new clients was laid off so many times that at the age of 65, he just retired and just began a business with a friend of his. And that friend left that business, and now he's doing that business on his own. Because he wants to do something every day, Get up and have something to do. He's 70 years old now, still working every day. So what are you doing to help yourself feel fulfilled? Because I'm going to tell you, that's where true living happens. Sharing your gifts, enjoying watching people learn and grow, and really taking care of your own curiosity about the things that are of interest to you in this life. Frankly, I don't have any time for TV. I'm so busy doing my college program again. I re-signed up for my master's degree, but I'm not doing psychology. I'm doing medical sociology because I'm so interested in the people of the world and indigenous populations, having met some Maori people and Maasai people, and American Indian people too. And I find the way that they look at the world a whole lot better than what we're doing here in our so-called developed world. Let me tell you. We could learn a lot. We need to learn a lot from these folks, actually. They know what holistic healing is, body, mind, and spirit, which, by the way, is the way that I do all my work with all my clients, body, mind, and spirit, because that's who we are. But getting back to this whole idea of fulfillment, concentrate on that, and you're going to find yourself feeling so much happier, so much more content, so much easier to be with. Agitation, anxiety, depression, all that crap just goes away. Why? Because you're focused on what matters to you in this life. We only have one life. And we need to concentrate on the things that bring us a sense of purpose, fulfillment, happiness, peace, and calm. So get in touch with those aspects of yourself. And I promise you, you will be a much happier, contented person and a lot easier to get along with as a result of it. As always, I thank you for taking your time with me. Until next time. If you have enjoyed Claim Your Excellent Life, we'd really appreciate it if you go over to iTunes and give it a 5-star review. If you have found Claim Your Excellent Life to be helpful to you, and maybe even life-altering with the information that we have shared here, and to allow us to continue this work, which we really do enjoy doing for you, you can sponsor us at patreon.com. That's spelled P as in Paul, ATREON as in Nancy.com. Again, that's P as in Paul, AT as in Tom, REON as in Nancy.com, where there's a few different levels of sponsorship that you can choose from to help us to continue doing this work. We thank you for any assistance that you are able to give us.
Thank you for listening to the podcast, Claim Your Excellent Life, with your host, Suzanne Kellner-Zinck, where she helps professional women learn how to be happy. Suzanne teaches you how to do this through building high self-esteem, relaxation and calm, and good, healthy relationships. Tune in every week as Suzanne shares effective strategies to help you claim your excellent life with happiness techniques, self-esteem building exercises, relationship tips, and relaxation information. Make sure to head over to dawningvisions.com to subscribe to the newsletter to receive your keys to happiness, as well as other useful free gifts for you.